of the Uganda Airlines, accompanied by her chief legal officer. And then we have the Honorary Council of the Republic of Maldives. This is Maldives. So this is diplomacy, this is political, I am military, and we are here to talk about economy. Damn, I cannot go do without a flower. And you will pay me my fees for teaching you what is it. Mr. Fred Byamukama, the Honorable Minister of Works and Transport. Mr. Yangbin Ben, the representative of the Honorary Consulate of the Republic of Maldives. Mr. Girma, the Chief Executive Officer, Uganda Airlines. The Chief Legal Officer of Uganda Airlines. Our pilot, and one of my own, Emmanuel. Distinguished guests, the fourth estate, the staff of SHIPO, you are all most welcome to this very important meeting. Honorable Minister, we feel very delighted to host you for the very first time when you are in your big court of the full Cabinet Minister of Ministry of Works and Transport. Congratulations. Can we have and importantly, that you have brought us the very empowered CEO of Uganda Airlines, because we see a good change. And so I want to congratulate you, Mr. Girma, that for the months you have been in the airlines, we have not seen many regrets in the papers. So thank you very, very much. I am so delighted to very warmly welcome you to the State House Investors Protection Unit. We abbreviate it as SHIPO, a unit established by His Excellency the President of the Republic of Uganda, and whose mandate, but also a directive from the President, is that we collaboratively coordinate with all government ministries, departments, and agencies to ensure a thriving investment climate in Uganda, but also to ensure that everyone adding value, who His Excellency the President and our Commander-in-Chief calls wealth creators, that all wealth creators, everyone adding value to economic development, everyone adding value to Uganda in any sector of life, we are here to ensure that we give them attention, we coordinate them collaboratively with all those that matter, including the Private Sector Foundation of Uganda and all other citizens. Because for me, I am a lucky soldier that since 2013, I have been directly under the mentorship and training of His Excellency the President himself, holding my arm and saying, Nakalema, you have to do this and you do it like this. So I count it a privilege, and every time he sends me to do the work, I ensure that I give my all, because he himself, the President, empowers us, ensures that we have all we need to serve Ugandans, but also to serve the world better. And that's why we are on a very, very progressive line of economic development. It is a steady progress. And actually, maybe we are about to say it is a quick progress. The steadiness we've been steady for long, now it is quick. Honorary Council, it is a distinct privilege to welcome you today at the State House Investors Protection Unit, which you are part of. Allow me to say that Mr. Yangbin Ben here is the first Chinese that I met, me personally, who speaks very good English. Yes, it's very good English. And so whenever we have the Chinese investors, he helps us in mediating when there are some disagreements. in our former presentation about the Uganda's electronic investors protection portal, which His Excellency the President established and commissioned himself on 13th of December 2023. Honorable, you found we had already made a presentation on that, but that portal interconnects all government ministries, departments, and agencies to ensure that investors, both domestic and foreign, are not diverted and do not suffer from fraud. They have to do due diligence through that portal. Once they are taken by the wrong elements without us knowing, then the anti-corruption agencies are the ones to handle. But ours is to ensure that we give all investors an opportunity to do due diligence to ensure that they are safe and secure in our country. Thank you. We are deeply honored by your presence today as we are to discuss the possibility of having a new route of Uganda Airlines to the Republic of Maldives, which Young Dean is about to present. He will make a presentation on the possibility, but he assured me that there is goodwill in that country. The Chief Executive Officer of Uganda Airlines, we thank you for bringing your strategic vision to this meeting. Thank you for honoring our invitation today to engage on a subject that is vital in transforming our country's image. Because while we have the best airline that the President put all the attention, the cabinet and all leaders, those regrets and cancellations were giving us tension. Those of us who love to hear, who love to see and hear our country going higher, not wasting time in regrets. This afternoon, we gather here to explore a game-changing venture which stands to expand our commercial aviation opportunities. The intent of this meeting is to look into the possibility of initiating a direct air link between Uganda and the Republic of Maldives with our national carrier, Uganda Airlines. This point gives us an opportunity to discuss how the connection, over how quick this connection can be done between Uganda, but also East Africa, to the globe for tourism purposes, but also for the general commercial purposes. The representative of the Honorary Consulate will give us more details, but in my private discussions with him, he pointed to the fact that the three key things they are aiming at is our roses, the flora and fauna, the fruits, which we definitely have in plenty, and also the vegetables and many others. He will tell us. We believe that once this route is pursued successfully, the freight bridge will drive the following strategic objectives for our economic transformation. And I mention only four here. One, investment. The route may or will, since I believe in success, we never fail. We are always succeeding. So the route will enhance investments through strengthening the bilateral relationships and open new economic corridors for investors from many destinations of the world. Number 2 will be tourism. The route may boost tourism by connecting Uganda's potential with the offerings in the Indian Ocean. I want to stop at that. That's what Indian Ocean, we have been hearing it in many ways, but maybe this time it's coming fruitful. So Indian Ocean, we may have the Uganda's potential with the offerings in that Indian Ocean. Number 3 is trade, strengthening trade. The route will open new cargo routes for Uganda's variety of agricultural exports. But not only exports, remember we also have minerals, but we also have many other products. In addition to minerals and agriculture, you remember Uganda we now have our ATM. So the Honorable Minister is confirming what we are talking about. Honorable Minister, I was about to say that we may not only look at the agro products, agriculture products, and tourism, but looking at what Uganda's 4 sectors are, the ATMs, again led by agriculture, tourism, mining, and science and technology. We want the diversification of the technological advancements. And finally, number 4, which we put here, is aviation growth. The route may extend Uganda Airlines' international footprint beyond the many oceans. To uphold our mandate as SHIPOM, we pledge to fast-track the regulatory steps for the establishment of the viable Maldivian investments in Uganda, spurred by this new connection. Because Yongbin has been our friend for a long time, and when he got this opportunity, because he's now the administrator in the consulate of the Republic of Maldives in Uganda, and he also coordinates with the Chinese embassy. So he has so many advantages, and he's been our very good collaborator and a friend. So a call to action, Honorable Minister, I humbly request that in your big capacity, Honorable, you pursue in the cabinet where you sit policy guidance, because it is vital for this kind of bilateral investment between Uganda and the Republic of Maldives. Mr. Girma, the CEO of Uganda Airlines, it is your technical assessment as the very empowered CEO that will drive the commercial viability of this proposal. And no wonder you traveled with your legal officer. Maybe from here, you may put up something that the Honorable Minister will consider for cabinet. From the consulate, our friend Yongbin, we can only count on your diplomatic support to make this bilateral setup happen and bear fruits. Therefore, let us collaborate to make this strategic expansion a reality for the two economies. The economy of the Republic of Uganda, which is already thriving. Many awards have been won. Uganda being the best investment destination in Africa and East Africa. At least I keep remembering and mentioning AIM, the annual investment meeting that happens in Abu Dhabi every year. For 3 consecutive years, they have been rendering Uganda the best investment destination in Africa, according to them. But also, the London School of Economics awarded or mentioned Uganda as the best rewarding economy in the world. And Rhode Island in the United States also awarded Uganda for being one of the most profitable and rewarding investment destinations. So as I conclude, Honorable Minister, from the bottom of my heart and on behalf of Shipu team and the ladies and gentlemen present today, the fourth estate, I thank you and I thank the CEO, Uganda Airlines, for making the time together with your team, the legal officer and the pilot, Emmanuel. Thank you all for your time, dedication, and a collaborative spirit. I'm sure you have a lot to do, but when we said, can you come and explore, you quickly responded to our humble call. We don't take that for granted. We are very humbled to host you today, and we are determined to move with you. Even you can invite us and show us what we can do, help in advancing. However, for us, the president told us to remain here, coordinating the whole country, not visiting others, but we only can go where we must go when there is a challenge, especially a challenge regarding delaying any investment. That's what the president directed us. He told us never to allow unnecessary bureaucracies that hinder economic development. The time is now to begin our deliberations to bring this exciting commercial prospect to life. Honorable Minister, thank you for your coming, and the distinguished senior leaders of Uganda Airlines, ladies and gentlemen present, I thank you all. Thank you for listening to me.
The possibilities of having a direct route from Entebbe Airport to Male. Male is the capital of the Republic of Maldives. As you can see, we did some very preliminary research. I hope the numbers are also correct. With the growth of last year, 2023-2024, there's a lot of export opportunities from Uganda. And then we have over $61 million of. And then as we know that there's already two A330 neos available.
Oh yes, you had talked of coffee. I had forgotten.
Yes.
It is the.
So these were some of our proposals that we proposed to Uganda Airlines, and that's why I also need Uganda Airlines technical support and see whether it's viable or not. So this thing was just in our mind to have both. Mainly because we know since we have some very simple statistics from last year that there was only, I can say, 56 Ugandans been to the Maldives.
Only 56.
Only 56 as tourists.
Mm-hmm.
So we are trying to see if we can even expand that tourism, because since the Maldives is a luxury hotel resort destination for people to have honeymoons, for their vacations and things like that. But also at the same time to also expand the tourism of Uganda, so that we have like both ways, because Uganda is also good for safaris, as you see wildlife, even the mountain gorillas. So we can even capture the high net worth of tourism. So when they visited Maldives, they go for the islands, the resorts, and at the same time they can extend their visit to Africa. And first of all, also to Uganda to see the silverback gorillas.
If I may ask, for you, my friend, has given interjecting.
Yes.
How many Maldivians do you think have been to Uganda? Just an approximate.
I think almost at the same number as the Ugandans in Maldives.
Only 50.
I think within the hundreds, maybe. Yes. So that's why we are also proposing this idea, so that when high net worth tourism goes to enjoy their sandy beaches and Indian Ocean, they can also come and see the wildlife in Uganda, and also explore the wildlife in Uganda, and also the coffee industry in Uganda. And Maldives is also one of the high consumption of coffee, which they drink on a daily basis, which we also trying to propose to export coffee to Maldives, either by air or by sea. And as a return, to make it profitable, we can also import live seafood, high-end seafood like lobsters, shrimps, and also the main export item from Maldives is canned tuna fish.
Tuna fish.
Yes. And of course, as you know, Maldives is a luxurious travel destination. A lot of people go there for their honeymoons, and there's a very high demand of roses.
Roses.
On a daily basis.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And we know Uganda produce
the
best roses, and they even ship as far as to Europe, America, and even to Asia. So, and why not shipping it to a country, an island country, where the honeymoons are the most? And also, we heard that there's a news of Uganda Airlines buying new 10 jets, 2 of them which are freighters, which we may find it's a good opportunity to start cargo import and export, and also to expand the tourism within the East African region. Because currently there's no single airline which flies directly from Africa to Maldives. And yet we also have, to be honest, there's competition coming in, because Ethiopian Airlines has already signed a bilateral agreement with Maldives last month. So that it's also a good opportunity if Uganda can also speed up. Yes. So this is what we are also proposing to treat Entebbe as a hub of East Africa to Maldives for either business or leisure traffic. And at the same time, on the return flight, we can also get importation of seafood, because Uganda is a landlocked country, and we know Uganda is also growing because there is oil, and there will be a lot of expatriates arriving in Uganda. As I heard, we are forecasting maybe like at least 3,000 to 6,000 expatriates arriving in Uganda, and most of them will also come with their family members. And food on demand is very high. And since Uganda is a landlocked country, we also need exotic food, like seafood. Because we can't, yes, we have a very good, one of the largest lake in Africa, Lake Victoria, but it only produces freshwater fish. So of course, for Ugandans, we also want to explore to give them a new thing on the menu, like tuna, lobsters, shrimps, even groupers, red snappers, all those.
Those shrimps and what can't go in our fresh water?
No, they are salt water.
They're salty.
Yes. And also, I can say there's as a Chinese also, because Chinese likes eating a lot.
Yes.
We always eat out, and we find that the choices that we can find in Uganda is actually very minimal. What we're eating is just beef, chicken, and pork, goat, and some vegetables. And for us to eat seafood, it's actually a luxury, because all the seafoods are imported and they're very, very expensive. So and we were appointed the new honorary consulate for Maldives, so why not take this opportunity and explore the possibilities of linking the two countries together and using shipway as the bridgeway.
Yes.
For both countries.
That's why we are here.
Yes, because you protect the investors, and you also want Uganda to grow and thrive, and we're seeing Uganda growing day by day. And yes, I am Chinese, but my final goal is actually to retire in Uganda as my second home.
Yes.
From what I know, I think I better tell the story.
Yes.
There is no direct operation between Maldives on schedule basis.
On the schedule basis.
No, because the market is very, very, very small. Population is what you can pack in 5 aircraft. So the real population of Maldives will not attract any airline to operate in Maldives. What attracts an airline to operate in Maldives is the number of tourists who go to Maldives.
Yes.
European tourists, especially Germans, Italians, the Scandinavian countries, go in big groups to Maldives. And the Arab world also go when they have honeymoon, when they have a special occasion. They fly their own airplane and go there. And the only continuous operation to Maldives are charter companies operating from Germany, from Italy, and 2 carriers from London. They are seasonal. They only operate during the peak season. They don't operate any other time. So really, for a scheduled carrier to operate into Maldives is a very difficult proposition because Ethiopian Airlines signed an agreement, I know, last week. And the reason they signed is they are operating to 150 countries. And from these 150 countries, they will collect tourist traffic and they can take them to Maldives. Because there is no regular operation, they can collect people from everywhere and take it. Even then, they have not started the operation today, even with that. And the good thing is, they also got a fifth freedom traffic to Maldives. Maldives allows them pick traffic from anywhere you want. You can bring them. Fortunately, countries next to it have also allowed, because there is no direct operation, they have allowed Ethiopian Airlines to carry that. We'll see their experience. Where I see an immediate potential for us to operate in Maldives is when we start the freighter operation. The freighter operation. And we are hoping to start a freighter operation sometime in 2027 with the 737. When we start that, probably the chances of us carrying cargo from here to Maldives is a possibility. But we also have to serve other markets before we do that. We have to serve the Dubai, we have to serve the other points. But I think that is when it becomes practical. Between now and the coming of the freighter, it will not be practical. Now, as far as the import from Maldives is concerned, I have eaten the seafood. It's good. It's very good. But one thing where we did not talk about the food here is you have not also talked about the type of fish that is also available, which is equally good. But I think it is something that we can take a note of. Wait until we expand into Europe mostly and into China. When we expand into those and we get the tourist traffic from those points, then we will be able to consider. Right now, it is few years out. Cargo possibility, as I say, could be as early as probably 2028. If we get the airplane in 27, we serve the major market in Africa because we also have to encourage African traffic. And also in the Gulf, where the product of this country is very much needed. And then, as we get more airplanes, and we are getting a second freighter also, then we can really get in touch with you, discuss possibility, and then initiate. The bilateral can start at any time, but the operation cannot take place now because it will not pay. population living in Maldives is 20,000?
300.
Okay.
Yeah, around 300,000.
Very, very low. So, and the whole population is not traveling. So let's give that time, and we start with the freighter at some point. And I think we'll correspond. The other good thing is, as Uganda Airlines, we have a responsibility to really carry and support the export of the country. And there is plenty of export from this country. It's a country that is sitting on a gold mine as far as I'm concerned. Even fish can be exported from here too. And the coffee, the fruit, the mineral, if you consider all this, the potential is high. Not only export, this country has, I always felt Serengeti is the only place where there is a lot of life, a wildlife. And I've been to Serengeti many times. Every time I go there, I was surprised. But there was something I didn't know, that Serengeti misses something that Uganda has.
Yes.
So the minister is willing to help us build airports around these sites. When that happens, and we can get passengers coming into Ndabe, and we fly them directly to them, not 14 hours drive, and work. When we can fly them direct to this destination, this will be the center of tourism.
Yes.
And Uganda Airlines is there to support this, because that's the future of the airline. So those are the type of things that we discuss. But Maldives will keep it for some time until we really get the freighter operation. But thank you for the idea. The idea is good. We are not going to kill it, but we'll see how to make it possible gradually. Thank you.
I'm very happy to be here this afternoon, and I'm very excited to see the one protecting the investors is bringing them, persuading them to work with us. And according to the presentation, I do agree with the CEO, the advice he has given, but me I'm excited because this population of 300 something people, 300,000 people, or higher or less, these people, so they have got what we call luxurious life. At the same time, this one is proved beyond science, they have to eat. And when you look at his presentation, when you talk of coffee, the fruits, all those things. And the thing that in Uganda now, the talk of the president, as she told you, that she was put in this office to protect the investors so that they can invest well in this country. And when they invest well, most of them will come to invest in agriculture. So now the talk of getting Ugandans from poverty into wealth creation, I see it best that he also will tap into this market. We get our fruits, our coffee, the cultural commodities. We take cargo to these people who are in that island so that they can also feed on the fresh food from Uganda here. I agree with him. He's a very powerful man. He knows almost the whole world. I don't know how, but when he touches on something, it moves. These people here, Ugandans, they were sleeping, but he brought ideas and the medicine which kicks out the sleep. And that's why you're able to know we no longer have delays in the Uganda Airlines. Even now, the routes which we had all halted, opening up new routes. We are now opening new ones, and even purchasing the new aircrafts. So as he has rightly said, we cannot kill your dream. We can start with the cargo site, which is even helping us, the country. When we take cargo there, we the Ugandans will benefit. Local person from Ruwero, from Kakumiro, from Kabalekisoro, who is growing iris, pineapple. What's the value of those crops to increase? How they can increase? Let's take them to you together with other countries. So we are committed to partnering with you, and especially the way Akano mentioned that you brought yourself, which is very important and very good. But okay, in East Africa, let's partner with Uganda. And according to me as a minister, I do commit to play my role, as it was in her speech, to play the role to have the bilateral policy part of it done at the cabinet level. And even 2027, 2028 is not very far. Because before we reach there, there are other things we must do technically. Even if now we agreed we are flying to a given country, there are many other things we have to do. Eventually you see the exchange of information and other things between the two states to drive just there. Yesterday we are launching the route to Accra, Ghana, and Rwanda, Kigali. But when you look how it started, some years back, but eventually here. So your proposal is timely, and especially when we are procuring the cargo aircraft to specialize in cargo. We move out from the issue of mixing cargo with passengers. You can mix minimum with passengers, but we have a dedicated aircraft to carry cargo. Your proposal is timely, and welcome to Uganda. As the CEO has said that your dream will not be killed. Me, my wife, I hand you over to them. She invited me, I brought them. I hand you over to Uganda Airlines, discuss together, exchange information, deal together. We are starting to get back to us, but these are very good people. And now we shall come back together under the same roof when we are celebrating the success of your dream. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming to Uganda. It's a very good country, hospitable country, especially when we have a visionary leader, His Excellency the President. He's the one who brings us in most of these things. Even when we are sleeping, for him, focus is ahead. So feel free to interact with us, and even other proposals as far as transport is concerned, even infrastructure. Say welcome. Thank you very much.